What are some of the key considerations in a power generation utility in the private sector? What would impact significantly on its business model? Firstly, in the power generation sector, there needs to be a massive capital investment up front. So there's a massive capital investment. So with almost all utility companies, they either need to be backed by sponsors with deep pockets, and at the same time, they need support in the form of debt funding from the banks. So they need to be able to access capital markets. This is not a space which is dominated by entities which are capital poor. It requires high levels of capital investment. Another key consideration is how long-term the power purchase agreements are. Does the utility have contractual rights to sell the power generates to third parties? And are those third parties creditworthy? Will they honor their obligations over a 10 or 15-month period? Now, those offtake agreements will also influence the degree to which there's clarity with regards to the revenues that the power utility can actually generate. The pricing of the tariff for the power is also a big factor. Is there certainty? Is there predictability? Is the tariff inflation or in some other way index linked so that the power utility is not losing revenue as time passes by because the increases are not sufficient to compensate it for the effects of inflation? The duration of the licensing arrangement is key as well. So longer term licensing arrangements allow an investment in power utility to recoup the capital outlay that has to be made in the beginning. Also, the level of leverage within the power utility and the deployment of project finance is going to have a huge impact. Higher leverage, higher interest costs, and higher risk perceptions of the project, lower leverage, lower interest costs, and lower risk perceptions. Then are they selling the final product in the wholesale market or in the retail market? You'll probably find with power utilities, they are selling it in the wholesale market. Are the individual operations ring-fenced or they're exposed to other operations within the group? And then what are the long-term operational costs and the key efficiency issues? Now, this might talk to capital equipment in terms of maintenance, but it might also talk to feedstock. Are they using coal? Are they using gas? Is it a renewable energy plant? And how can the prices of that feedstock or these inputs affect the operations of the entity? Final point, with a lot of power projects in today's age, there are site restoration costs that have to be incurred at the end of the concession period. And depending on the type of operation it is, this can have a significant impact on what returns investors generate.